baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just flipped the best of 50,000 in Japan. Pulled up in the Uber, then I skirt off in the land. Pop up square nigga, now he feel like Dirty Dan. Call me Jigsaw Samba, Taliban, just call me Duda. Find me in the desert, temper chillin' in Maduda. Ain't no track, my next move, respond with peace, I palm me Buddha. Yeah, I be on my 50 shit, and other days I'm mobbing through the. Every time I take a step, my value rise up.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Backpack Podcast. We are hosts, Thomas and Samba. If you guys haven't been here, welcome. If you guys are returning, thank you guys for watching. It's been a couple of interesting weeks, to say the least. But we're back. And we got a lot of things going on, and we're hoping you guys are sticking around just to stick around. Thomas, how you been, bro?
I've been good, Samba.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tired today.
I believe it.
I feel like we do this at the start of every episode. We're like, yo, it's been crazy. And then you're like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm tired. And you're like, dude, me too.
I wish we could tell them like the details of like our outside lives, you know?
Yeah.
Because like
people be, as you would say, people be wildin'.
Wow. Bugging. Doing the most. The whole nine, bro. But welcome guys to another episode. So I guess we're just gonna start with the hot take today.
Yeah, we're back to hot takes for this episode.
Get right in it.
We'll be back with the ducking high on different episodes, but today hot takes.
Cool.
This one. They should stop making live action remakes of Disney animated movies. What do you think?
I agree for sure. Because live action doesn't do the same thing as animated, you know? Like, you could do a lot more with animation. Like, the exaggerated faces, people getting hurt more. You can do a lot more with that. The live adaptations nowadays are, like, I think the only really good one was Beauty and the Beast. That one was pretty good to me. And The Lion King wasn't that bad. I like that. But I think they were doing too much of the live adaptations.
Yeah, my thing is like, dude, like, I guess it was kind of cool at first, maybe. Like, Lion King, like you said, like, those ones are like, oh, I like to see that live action, I guess. Because there's something about being like even like think of Dragon Ball Z for me. I'm like, when I was younger, I'd be like, yo, live action Dragon Ball Z would be fire. And there was a live action Dragon Ball Z, and it was terrible.
They butchered it, man. They butchered it. Sometimes live adaptations aren't the best. Like,
I don't know what it is, but thinking like, oh, live action of that would be so cool. Yeah. Like, I don't know why we think that as people.
Well, it's probably because we would want to like see it more realistic form, which theoretically it should work, especially with all the CGI that we have now. I think we should be able to do that, but it needs the right directors, the right programs, like.
It needs to be right. It needs to be correct.
Exactly. Like, I think the One Piece adaptation they did was pretty good.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, never seen it, but it's all good. Like, that one was pretty good. The first Avatar adaptation they did sucked.
Oh, that was terrible.
We don't even talk about that one.
Considered like one of the worst movies of all time.
Yeah, like, don't know why they even did that movie. But the second one with the show, it got some mixed reviews, so it wasn't the worst thing. Like, they got some things really right. I think people are trying to compare it to like the cartoon more, and I think that's what's ruining it. So I think that's a part of it, like why it won't work out. So you can't.
I just don't think live action adaptations of cartoons ever are even close to as good as the original.
Yeah, I don't think it'll work.
But no, yeah, I think like with the Disney movies, like I said at first, I guess it was maybe kind of cool. I never really was into it at all, but now I'm just like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, my thing is like, because I saw the Jungle Book live action was on the other day, just on our TV, like randomly. It was just on TV and no one was watching, but it was on.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I forgot they made this.
Yes.
But they've done live action of so many of the classics of Disney movies, and I'm like, the original exists already.
Yeah, let it be. Think of something else,
I'm just like, bro. And I think they're doing Snow White now with that actress who everyone hates.
They are? Dang.
Because the actress Rachel something, I can't remember her name, but she's like on the press tour so far. When she's done press for the movie, she's like trashing the original. And people are like, yo, what are you doing?
That makes no sense. So like, why would you do that?
Because she's trying to make it like a big old feminist thing. Like, oh, well, in the original, she needed the prince to save her. And in this one, she's the fearless leader. And people are like, yo, like she's really like says it in a way of like trashing the original.
Gotcha.
Like, those were the old days. We're not. And it's like, even like people, like even like big time feminists are like, yo, but we love the original.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be trashing it like that. You know what I mean?
If you want to do a different adaptation to it, fine, but like, don't put it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
no sense, it's loved for a reason.
Yeah, the reason why you're remaking it is because it's so good. Like,
yeah. So people like really hate her because of the stuff she said about the original, and like just kind of the way she is as a person. Like, she's really annoying. But yeah, so they're doing a live action of that one. They've already done a bunch. Lion King, Jungle Book. What other ones? I think the Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid was actually pretty good. I did like that one.
Beauty and the Beast, and Will Smith. What was
Aladdin? Yeah, they're doing a lot of them. I'm like,
dude, they've done a bunch.
Yeah, I think they need to stop for sure.
And it goes back to the thing, at least I think, where it's like Hollywood has nothing anymore.
Yeah,
they have nothing new.
There's nothing powerful enough. Everything's already been done. You can kind of predict every movie now. It's repetitive. That's really what it is. It's getting really repetitive.
They have no new ideas. Yeah. It's like crazy, bro. Yeah. And so they like are just remaking old stuff or making sequels of old stuff or rebooting. And it's like that worked at first because of the nostalgia. I was like, oh, I used to love that. I'm glad it's back. But now it's to the point where it's like, first of all the remakes are like pretty much sucking.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like they're worse versions of what they originally were. And also like, even the show reboots that they're doing. I remember they did a Full House reboot, right? Fuller House. That only got one season. No, I think it got a bunch of seasons.
Really?
Well, I don't know about a bunch, but it had multiple seasons and it like had a finale. Like,
oh, I heard a lot of bad reviews about that one.
I've never watched it, and I used to when I was a kid. I like loved Full House for some reason.
Yeah, Full House. It was weirdly a great show for me. I don't know.
Like why. Every night, like Nick at Night, I'd put it on, and my dad low key kind of didn't like Full House that much.
Yeah,
because he was like, you know how at the end of every episode, it's always like a lesson being taught. Like, well, you shouldn't, be mean to other kids. Like he didn't hate it, but like after a while, he was like, yo, can we watch something else?
Yeah. It's always like a deep show or something.
Yeah.
I agree. Whereas like, I don't know. No, like, so like, we talking about like how Fuller House is a reboot. They had a reboot of like some Disney cartoons. Like they had Prouder Family. That one was okay. I didn't mind it, but it didn't give me that same oomph. Everything nowadays is trying to be modern too. So like, I think they throw a little bit too much modern in it.
They do that with everything that they remake.
So it's like, I get it, but
like look at Star Wars right now, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone hates the Disney Star Wars stuff except for like Rogue One, which was a great movie.
Yeah.
That's the only good thing that Disney has put out for Star Wars, at least.
And The Mandalorian.
Oh no! Yeah, my bad. Mandalorian's fire, bro. Yeah, I love the Mandalorian, and everyone does. Yeah. So those two things are like the only thing really out of that Disney's put out for Star Wars that people like. Mm. Besides that, it is hated, and they have that new show, The Acolyte, that people are like. I haven't watched it, but I've seen people hating on it bad, dude. Jeez, man. But it's because like it's like you said, they're like they put in ideas of today into it.
Yeah,
incorporate that, I guess. And people are like, we liked it or what it originally was, and there was no agenda, I guess.
Yeah, there was nothing to.
It was kind of just like the story being the story, and it didn't matter. But now they really like try to incorporate whatever inclusiveness or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And people don't like that.
No, I agree. Like, it's one thing to be inclusive; it's another thing to like shove it down your throat.
Yeah.
Like, representation is important, and I get that entirely. I get that, but like. When you change the story to be inclusive, that's what ruins.
Like, yeah, when it affects the story, I think it's like we just wanted the good story. You know what I mean?
Just be Star Wars. That's what we want. We want the war. Like, give us the war.
But the thing they're doing with Star Wars is like they're also retconning a lot of like the original ideas in the new stuff they do. Like, I guess in this new one, there's a tribe of witches or something. I won't go like in depth what people are saying because people are trashing it, being like, why is that? Because it's like, I guess it's a tribe of lesbian witches or something like that. And people are like, but I guess they learned how to like create life through the Force, which is what Anakin's story is. He didn't have a dad. He was made, through the Force, which made him the chosen one.
Yeah.
So now that tribe of lesbian witches exists, people are like, well, then Anakin wasn't the chosen one.
Yeah.
He was just some other person who was created by the Force. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it ruins a lot of the original
storyline. Okay. Yeah, see, that ruins it for sure.
Yeah.
Because him being the chosen one was kind of
that's the whole point.
Thing.
That literally is the whole point.
Literally the whole thing, man.
And then they did the same thing with Episode 9 of Star Wars when the Emperor's back.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well then he really wasn't the chosen one because he killed the Emperor.
Yeah.
But he just came back.
As if he never did in the first place.
Dude, so it's like they just ruined the original.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it's just funny because they make fun of Disney when they buy out stuff and they're like, Disney's like, let's buy something that people love.
Yeah.
And then just ruin it.
That's funny because we were just watching South Park, my girl and I, and it was an episode about Disney taking over Star Wars and stuff, and it's so accurate. So that just took me back there. But yeah, that's absolutely true, man. Because why?
I don't know.
Like, I think, like, you would think as a society, since we're like so smart now, that we'd be able to make better stories.
Yeah, you would think so.
But I think we're being like subdued by our stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to, like the new generation and stuff. Like, they're so smart, but they're also so dumb. and it sucks to say, but like, they're like smart, like healthy smart. You know what I'm saying? But like, they don't know how to do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have basic survival skills. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's sucks,
but they
man.
could like hack a
computer.
something.
Yeah, they can hack a computer like crazy, or like they know a different way to do math and all that good stuff, which is great.
But they like can't make a sandwich or
or
something.
do their own laundry or something. Like, like they can't like do an oil change.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing. And so like, I think that kind of lack of real life, I think, is ruining their intelligence in that sense. So I think the story playing also plays a factor in that sense too, because like they can make a great story, but it gets ruined with like none of the realistic stuff that could happen, because that's nothing that's losing its touch, is the realism of storytelling, and that's also is losing its touch. Because if you thought about like shows in like the 80s or the 90s, like no matter how drastic the storyline was, it was very realistic to what could happen to just anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even the shows, like, and even I don't know, like it just loses that touch of realism to me.
Yeah. That's all funny. I agree with you about the realism thing.
Yeah.
But going back to like Star Wars, I saw a funny thing. It was like how to become a millionaire. Yeah. It's like buy $1 billion company and I think Kathleen Kennedy, maybe. She's the one who's like in charge of Star Wars now. Yeah. It's like buy $1 billion company and put Kathleen Kennedy in charge of it. That's how to become a millionaire.
You just lose all the money.
But I mean, like, I think we've talked about this on here before. It's like not everything's bad. Yeah. There's good stuff being put out, like great shows on like streaming services, and you're like, oh, this is a great show. But those are the original ideas.
Exactly.
But it's like 90% of media is just remakes or reboots or live action. Like that's like 90%, and that's why people are like, yo, what's going on? Or like, and then superhero movies, obviously.
Yeah. Even the superhero movies are sucking.
They fell off, bro.
So bad. And I think that's because they're trying to incorporate too many. I think we talked about this. They're trying to incorporate too many characters that no one really have any attachments to, right? Because even when the first Avengers came out, and like Iron Man, like people kind of knew about Iron Man before Iron Man. You know, people knew about Captain America and the Hulk.
Easy. Those are like the main, like big, huge superheroes. Exactly.
So like after that, and you start going to the side characters, like no one knows those side characters unless you're comic buffs. And then the comic buffs are gonna be upset if it's not accurate.
Which most of the time it sucks.
Yeah. So like it's just a cycle of just like pissing people off and then trying to please them with.
But even like you were saying, like the big ones, like the Hulk. When you heard there's a Hulk movie, oh, I can't wait to see that. Like I love the Hulk
because you know about it.
But like Madam Web, you're like,
who's that?
Most people were like, who is that? Exactly. And then people like Spider-Man fans are like, oh, well, she's a Spider-Man character, and you're like,
okay,
oh, okay,
that might work out.
Well, let's see how this is. Exactly. And then it was just so bad.
So bad.
But that's like what you want to talk about on this episode, like classics.
Yeah, because it's funny because I was talking to actually one of our customers about it, and he was saying like there's no classics anymore, from music to movies to like shows to like there's no classics anymore. I think we're losing that sense of like cemented media.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything is go go go.
See, and I was gonna argue with you on that because I'm like, no, there's definitely is, but you think about it, even stuff that's like huge, like a huge song at the time. Like, it's kind of forgotten. Yeah. Like, it's huge in the moment. You're like, this is huge. Jamming. But then, like, you hear it, like, maybe a year later, and you're like, oh, shit, I forgot about this song. Exactly. Whereas, like, classics, you're like, oh, this is a classic. You can never forget. Yeah.
Like, the moment you hear, you're like, yeah. All right, you know good music. Like, you see a movie, like, oh, I love this movie. Like, you get excited about it. Nowadays, it's like, oh, snap, the song was dope. I forgot that the song was dope. You know, like right now, what's the biggest song? Like,
Not Like Us, by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. Aside from him, because he's probably the only one that's kind of
that'll be a classic.
That's going to be a classic because it's not just the song itself, but that's
just
also
a cultural value. I think that it has. Yeah.
What's happening? Who it's against? You know what I'm saying? Like Drake's a huge star, so he went after a huge star. Like that's going to be big. That's going to be a classic.
Yeah, people are already saying
he's gonna win a Grammy for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
people are already saying like it might be the greatest diss track of all time. So for that reason alone, it'll be remembered forever.
It's gonna be a classic. Yeah, that's gonna be like cemented in like the hip hop world, right? But like $1 Million Baby, big song right now.
Oh, it'll be forgotten.
It's everywhere. But in a month, I promise you, it's gonna be like last week's music. You know what I'm saying?
And again, it's gonna be like you hear a year from now, and you'll be like, "Oh shit, I forgot about this song. I used to like this song."
Yeah, you know, you might jam.
And then you won't hear it again for like a really long time.
Exactly. So like classics are gone now, and it's kind of saddening to me. Yeah, because even movies aren't classics anymore, right? Like we were just talking about, like they're just doing a whole bunch of reboots, and even any that's original kind of gets swept under the rug after like a couple of weeks. You know, like Bad Boys, 4 just came out not so long ago. People are giving it crazy great reviews. I think like I want to go see it now because I thought it was gonna suck, but since all the reviews I'm seeing, I'm like, you know, I might want to go watch this. But like, it won't be like the first Bad Boys, right? First Bad Boys, that's a classic. Like
the first two, right?
Yeah, like I mean, even Bad Boys 2, yeah, that was pretty good too. But the first one itself was like goated, you know. So like movies like that aren't around anymore. Like,
yeah, it's very rare to have a classic movie. Yeah. Now.
I think the last classic movie might have been Avengers.
Yeah, like Endgame.
Yeah, Endgame might like be like the biggest movie in the past like 10 years.
I can't think of like a classic movie that's come out since like 2020.
Yeah, it won't be. I don't think you can.
I'm trying to think. I mean, Spider-Man: No Way Home, just because of like it had all the cameos and stuff.
Yeah. That might be like I don't know if it's a classic. It might be like super memorable. But that's a good one. That might be a good one. That was great. But I
can't really think of any other ones.
Yeah, but even then, I think that's more towards the comic buffs, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a classic to a very specific group. Whereas like
the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, classic.
You didn't have to be a Spider-Man buff to know that was a great Spider-Man.
But to this day, it's like, oh, classic.
Classic, yeah. Tobey Maguire.
Love that movie.
It's a household name.
You know?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you know. So like, I don't know. I don't see any classics coming out, man. Like at all.
Yeah, I don't know either. Do you think that was because of COVID? Do you think COVID had something to do with that?
I don't think so. I think we're too involved in everything that there's no solidarity to like special things, you know? Like everything is special now, so nothing is special. You know what I'm saying? Like the idea of like even Titanic, right? Classic movie.
Classic.
Generationally classic.
Yes.
Right?
Jack and Rose.
No one would like people that watched the movie weren't even involved in that.
Paint me like one of your French girls, bro. Like,
bro, the scene with the hand on the window.
Yo, I think those were the first boobs I ever saw. I'm not kidding.
I believe cartoon boobs.
No, but the actual scene.
Oh, that should see. Oh, okay, I get you say, yeah.
And I was like, this is the best scene I've ever seen in my life.
But yeah, like, so like even Titanic is generationally a classic, right? So even when you talk about Titanic, when someone said they haven't seen Titanic, you kind of have to get upset about it.
Like, yo, you haven't
Like,
seen
that?
that?
How you not seen that?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
how?
saying? Yeah, like how? If someone said they haven't seen No Way Home,
It's like,
all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not.
you didn't watch it when it came out?
I missed
Nope.
it. Okay, then you missed it out. That's all it is. You just
But like, you haven't seen it since? Like, yeah, that's not surprising.
yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. I feel like, honestly, I feel like streaming services are kind of messing up, maybe helping, I guess, to not make things classic.
True.
Think of in the sense when a movie came out and you're like, yo, that movie was fire. And then, like, you have to wait, what, like 3 months maybe for it to come out on DVD.
Yeah.
And you want to buy the DVD. And then you own DVD. You rewatch it. You keep rewatching it. Or it comes on TV. It's always on. It's on TV. But now with streaming services, you have to actively go and choose that. And I don't know. I feel like that's different than owning a DVD and being like, well, I bought this now, so
I gotta use it now. Yeah, because now it's no longer the power of I gotta see this now. Like even with TV, like if you missed it on TV, you missed it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't
TV shows
it.
and
yeah,
stuff.
like besides like DVR, but like if you missed it, you missed it. If you like had to go like to the bathroom during a commercial, you came back, you missed a part, you missed that part. Like there's no urgency to watch something now. You can pause TV. You can choose to watch it whenever you want. You can watch it from your phone to like your laptops to like, and it just ruins the concept of like bonding to the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then like once you watch it once, you're like, all right, I watched it.
I'm
not gonna watch that again. Like for a long time at least.
You have no control. You have all the control.
And you have so many options, bro. When it was DVDs, you had only whatever you had there.
Facts.
I'm gonna rewatch this movie. I love this movie. But with streaming services, you're like, I'd already watched that like a few months back. I don't want to watch it again.
Unless you really like it.
Let me watch this one now.
Yeah. Or you have like, even when like you had like movie nights, like you had to buy the movie, you had to rent the movies. So like everyone had to agree on something. Nowadays, you have so many streaming services. You can find a movie that everyone likes on a different streaming service, regardless of what they want to watch. There's no consensus that needs to happen.
Yeah, man. I miss the old days of like, I guess I'll call it like material stuff.
Yeah, like physical.
Owning a DVD and like having a movie night. Oh, we got the movie here. You know what I mean?
Same thing with music, right? You had to go buy the CDs. Nowadays, it's on a streaming service.
CDs
so,
are fire, bro.
The moment it come like three, my favorite, like some of my favorite artists dropped albums in the past like 3 months. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't even know. Like Jordan Lucas dropped an album like a month ago. And I'm like, dang. Jordan
missed
dope.
that. Yeah.
I missed that he dropped something. Of course, the whole Kendrick and Drake thing was big, so like everyone was kind of focused on that. But like, there's no need for me to go buy it because I already have Spotify paid for. So like, I can just pull up whenever I want to, and that's kind of what I did. I was, I missed it. I'm just listen to it right now. And there was no anticipation for the album. There was no, dang, I'm gonna get in line to buy the CD. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing like that anymore. I think that ruins the bond to that stuff. You know, it becomes I like it or I don't like it.
Yeah. It's crazy to me to think about like how nostalgic I get about my childhood and stuff, and say having sleepovers with my cousins in summers, or having like a cookout. We make s'mores, like, you know, movie nights, DVDs, like that kind of stuff. It's like, damn, that was so awesome. Yeah. I'm like thinking, because that's how I feel like everyone feels now. Yeah. Like you go on social media and you're like, oh, kids today won't realize it. Like it's a lot of it is nostalgia. Yeah. Or like memes. A lot of memes are like, remember when this, like that one meme is like when the other teacher like comes to the class and like starts yelling at you, the whole class. Crazy. But it's like,
is that a thing now anymore? Like, do teachers still do that?
I mean, I'm sure they do, but to me, it's like, are people going to be nostalgic about this time right now as much as they are about how we are nostalgic about our childhoods and like say 2000s just in general and that kind of stuff?
I think their attention span is moving too much. By the time they even realized it was a memory, they already moved on from it too quickly. Like, even like toys, right? For us, if I see a toy from the 90s, like on a picture, I'm like, yo.
Oh, I love that toy.
It brings back the memory. It's not even like, I remember seeing that. It's like, yo, I remember the first time I saw that, you know? And like, I'm sure like the new generation will have that. but I don't know if it will hit them the same way it does us.
Yeah.
I think it's because I think they just move on from things like they don't have toys to worry about. Now they're thinking about like streamers. They're on streamers. Like everyone streams, so they're jumping from one platform to another. They're always on their screen. So like it's now it's turning into like I don't have to make memories. The memories are coming to me. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that changes the dynamic of it.
Yeah. It's tough, man. I think you're right. They will obviously have nostalgia about stuff, but I don't know if it'll hit as hard as like the nostalgia we get now from our childhoods. Yeah. But you never know. I'm sure they will be like, "Oh, dude, I miss the days when remember streamers."
Yeah, right. Like what's gonna be the next big thing, right? Right now, podcasts are a big thing. Next is probably gonna be like.
I mean, like you said, the streamers are like huge right now. I don't watch streaming, honestly. Yeah. Nothing against like streamers or people who find entertainment in that, but I honestly don't understand it, to be honest with you. To tell you the truth.
Like the most I'll do is like a reaction video of something, but that's only if I want to see if other people react the same way I do.
Yeah, exactly.
And after that, I don't go back to it. You know, I know people that are like they watch streamers like they watch TV,
like crazy.
Like if it's TV, and like because to each their own, of course, but like.
Well, you have like video game streamers, obviously. Like, I've seen people watching video game streamers, and again, like I don't like people enjoy that, and I'm like, that's great. Like I have nothing against that, but to me personally, it's like a lot of the time the person streaming isn't even saying anything. Yeah, they're just sitting there like on their phone. I'm like, yo, like say when they like die or something in the game and they're out, they're not like talking, they're just like on their phone. I'm like for like a long time till the game ends and they get back, and then most of the time it's like. Yo, you're back. Watch your You know what I mean? Yeah. No. So to me personally, I'm like, I couldn't really watch. Like, I couldn't be like, oh, let me put on this stream. I can't wait to watch them. You know, it has to be like genuinely entertaining to me. I guess for my own taste.
It depends on certain streamers. Like there's one streamer that I saw like a few streams of, and I'm like, I can see why people like this. Again, not my thing, so I never like got into it, but like. The idea of watching someone else do what I would have done myself doesn't sit well with me. This is me personally. Like there's people that like us watch when we watch sports, we're basically watching people play something that we would want to play, you know, which makes sense. So streamers in that sense make sense to me, right? They're playing a game that you'd want to play, but you might not be as good as they are, so you watch how good they play.
Facts.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But like to them to just like see what they're just doing with their lives, like.
Well, that was what I was gonna say. My next point. There's this other streamers, and this is like the most popular streamers right now. Is they're called in real life streamers. So they just like fucking walk around, like they just stream what they're like, pretty much like vlogging, but it's a stream. So there's no editing. There's like there's just someone follows them around with the camera, and they just go live their life, and people watch it. They love it, and I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah, that's not for me. I couldn't.
And then those people doing those streams are just like little shitheads, like asshole fucking.
So they're doing things for like shock value and stuff.
Yeah, they like talk shit. Like, yeah, I don't like those kind of streamers at all. They like talk shit to people in public, and then like the security guard steps in, so that person can't do anything, and it's like fuck. Like just being assholes in public, and then people. I don't know why people enjoy that, but
yeah, it's weird. It's weird, man. But yeah. Classics, they're gone, man. They're pretty much, if they're not already gone, they're on their way out.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even tell you a classic show that was like unifying the entire country besides Game of Thrones. I think Game of Thrones was like the biggest show for a while that like everyone was watching, right? Not just one community, because like I know Power is a big thing for like the Black community, but like.
Squid Game
was big.
I feel like everyone was watching that.
But it wasn't like a classic though. You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna think of Squid Game like, yo, that show is like goated. You know what I'm saying?
They might.
I haven't heard anyone say it's goated. I heard people say it's great. You should watch it. Great show to watch. Never said anything was goated.
I guess we'll see how season 2 is, depending on that.
We'll see how it goes.
If it's terrible, it'll be.
Oh, yeah, it's over.
It's a wrap.
like a good show is Money Heist.
Okay.
Great show. I think it has like 3 seasons. Great show. Was it 2 seasons? I forgot. I haven't watched in a while. Great show. Do I think it's a classic? No, unfortunately. Like, not enough people watch it, and not enough people rave about it in order for it to be a classic. You know, like Game of Thrones, everyone was talking about it. Like the peer pressure for Game of Thrones was worse than like peer pressure for like drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, oh, you gotta watch it. I watched it after everyone else did. Great show. I'm saying like now House of Dragons.
I still haven't seen it. So.
You're slacking, bro.
Well, I told you I watched the first episode once.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Oh yeah, and that's how the show is, bro. It's just straight up, wow. Like it's constant like wows. Once you get to like season 2, you're gonna be hooked in for the rest of your life. Like that show is gonna be like part of you.
Yeah.
Last season sucks, but other than that, great show.
Do you know the guy who wrote the books, the Game of Thrones books, lives in Santa Fe?
Yeah. Actually, one of our guys painted his house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was great.
That's cool.
I wanted to be like low key, like take me there, you know. But nah.
My cousin worked. I don't know if he still works for him, but he worked for him for like a long time.
That's pretty dope.
He might still. Like he knows him very personally.
The one that does like the acting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah. We gotta get him on here one day.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely gotta get him on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Game of Thrones, classic now. I'm pretty sure that's a classic. Since then, I don't know any shows that has that kind of like power to like become a classic. And I don't think there's gonna be one anytime soon.
Yeah.
All right, so the next segment we're gonna do, we had a very interesting clip that we wanted to show
on Instagram that we saw,
and we thought, you know what,
it's a good conversation for the pod.
I think it is, and I think it'll definitely get us talking for a bit. So let's see what it says. Let's put the volume up.
I need my Nickelodeon watchers to come out the cut for this one. Put James, Beck, and Drake in the room together with girls. Who's pulling the most? Let's talk about it. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to James, we gotta remember, he's a pop star. And not only that, his whole shtick in the show was that he was the pretty boy that got all the girls. James took a mistletoe from Carlos and got swarmed by girls in the elevator. Or how about in that one episode where Joe first appeared and the 3 other boys were scared because James always gets the girl. James unintentionally had a plethora of girls believe they were going to the dance with him. Unintentionally! Now see, Beck is a different case because he was in a long-term relationship for most of the show. But when he wasn't, my man was in a car full of girls going to school. And they all was infatuated with him. Or how about the very next day after him and Jay broke up, he pulled up in the passenger seat of another girl's car. Beck had grown women trying to get at him. All he was doing was fixing the car. A gang of girls came and surrounded him. Easy. But Drake was a different breed, I ain't gonna lie. Man's had 3 different girls talking about how good of a kisser he was. He told a supermodel he never kissed a supermodel, so the supermodel kissed him just so he can say he kissed one. Drake took someone's girlfriend while she was on a date with him. I don't know how that happened. And he had the nurses going crazy. In my book, Beck got it, though. I need my...
All right. And what was the guy's name?
So shout out to Finding Miko. It's FINDING, like finding .Miko or Miko, MIKO. He put some really good stuff, man. Like
that's the only one I've seen from him, but
he posted some really good
got
stuff.
to put a shout out because like
that was a good one.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, but he has another clip of like Canadian shows that we didn't realize were Canadian shows. Blew my mind. How many Canadian shows like Ed and Eddie's a Canadian show, bro.
Really?
Blew my mind.
I know Trailer Park Boys is a Canadian show.
I didn't know that either.
That's like a really popular show, but
okay. But yeah. So honestly, I'm kind of with him with Beck, bro. And the reason why I say that is because, like, you know how the kids say aura nowadays? Beck's aura is 100%, bro. 1,000%. He doesn't have to say anything.
Yeah, he was a stud.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like he was that dude for sure. I think I give
good
it to
looking,
Beck.
Great actor.
Smooth with the ladies.
He could even like dance and I think sing a little bit.
Yeah, you know, he was
multifaceted, bro.
Great dude. And he was genuine. You know what I'm saying?
He
wasn't
like a great guy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't dumb. Like James is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? James from
and I feel like he's kind of arrogant.
Yeah, cocky, dumb, kind of selfish. You know what I'm saying? Drake too is kind of selfish in a way. But like Beck was like a great guy. Genuine dude, man. Genuine dude. Even like he said, like he was in a relationship with Jade, thank you. It's my girl. Yeah, he was in a relationship with Jade for like most of the show. And even when they broke up, like it sucked for him. Like he didn't want to.
Yeah.
But, like he felt like he
But
had to.
the women were flocking to him, bro.
Like bees to
To
sugar,
honey.
bro. To honey, bro. Like it was crazy, man. I'm gonna go with Beck on that one, man, for sure.
Okay, well, actually, I just realized we should say this for anyone who's listening and doesn't know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah,
These are Nickelodeon characters from shows. So we have James from Big Time Rush, Beck from Victorious, and then Drake from Drake and Josh.
Yeah,
I'm going with Drake, bro,
I can see why.
because Drake had Riz, bro.
Facts.
Like, dude, he could pull any woman that he wanted, like at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Like his Riz was like off the charts.
Yeah. That's facts. Because there's some episodes where he like just pulls up to a girl and like, hey, and then
He's like,
yeah.
He's like, yo, like, what's good? And it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he even said like he like stole some dude's girl while they were on a date together, and he even noticed it happened. He was like busy getting like,
he's like, where?
Yeah, he's like busy getting like popcorn or something, and then when he turned around, his girl was gone. So you know, I can see why you say Drake.
That's the episode, right, where he's like, how are you gonna find a date? And
yeah, he's like, hey, you wanna watch a movie? Yeah, just stole his date.
Damn, that would suck, bro.
That would suck.
But you know what? For that guy, girl wasn't for him.
For sure. Oh yeah, it's for the streets. She's for the streets for sure. Definitely for the streets. But I'm still say Beck, man, because
I see the argument for Beck.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
Because like the whole argument for Beck is like he didn't try
at all,
and the girls still loved it. Like
Effortlessly.
were like in love with him.
Like I feel like if Beck did the same things that Drake did, like the way he talked to the girls, or like even said his name, hey, you want to go out? Like I don't even have to ask. Girls just wanted to go out with him, you know.
Facts.
I feel like if Beck had the same like opportunities to like
he had the same like engagement Drake had in girls,
Yeah,
like he
engagement.
wanted it like that.
It'd be a rap, bro. It'd be a rap. He could be president, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go with Beck for that.
I gotta stick with Drake, bro. That man had Riz.
Oh, he definitely did.
Yeah, like he even like he said he like kissed a supermodel, bro.
Oh, yeah. Just because he said he's never had a chance to do it, so he did it. Like he made girls fight over it.
Yeah, there's that one episode where like all his girlfriends were at a party and
Yeah.
he was like, "Yo, this isn't good."
Yeah.
The ex-girlfriends, I should
That's
say.
every dude's nightmare. Sure.
And they're like all hanging out, and he's like, "What are they talking about?"
Exactly.
And then they're talking about who's the best kisser. Or, I mean, is Drake the best kisser or something like that, right?
Something like that, yeah. But I mean, but even then though, that's more like them talking to each other about him being great, right? People got black eyes for Beck. You know what I'm saying? Like people got black eyes for Beck. Like
Okay, but we haven't talked about James yet.
James was the pretty boy in a band. I feel like the fact that he's in a band kind of helps him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He had that pop star, like.
Exactly. He was famous. He was in Hollywood. He went to a school of famous people. You know, like I feel like that kind of helped him out a lot.
But doesn't he say in the video, like, James, they would say, like, before they were famous, that James, like, would get all the girls anyway,
Facts,
though.
facts,
He was, like, a great looking guy.
Yeah, he was. And he definitely had, like, Riz. But he was, like, kind of dumb with it, though.
Yeah, I also feel like, one, like I said, he was arrogant.
Yeah.
And two, I feel like he was kind of, like, zesty almost. You know what I mean? Like, kind of, yeah.
He always did the hair thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's facts. Well, my main thing, though, James can only get one type of girl. Fangirls. You know what I'm saying? Drake and Beck can get multiple types of girls, right? Beck got Jade, who was a very difficult person to get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, tough to talk to at first meet, you know what I mean? Like, she
most
was
guys
very,
won't
like,
even approach her. You know what I'm saying?
and Beck was like,
I got that. That's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Beck, like I'm saying, like he could get anyone.
he even, like, could have had Tori easy, bro.
Oh yeah, easily.
Like, easy.
First episode.
Yeah, first episode, they, like, make out.
Yeah, could have easily had her. It's like nah. I want
Even when Beck and Jade broke up, like,
Yeah. Still could have
him and Tori, like, almost kissed, I think. I think Beck wanted to, actually. Think about this. Beck wanted to, but then Tori was like,
can't do that to
I
Jade.
can't do it to Jade.
Because actually, believe it or not, Jade and Tori are kind of like best friends.
Yeah.
But, you know, they won't talk about that. But, you know, that's facts. But it's not like he couldn't, though. You know what I'm saying? He still could have. Tori definitely wanted to.
Tori wanted it, bro.
Yeah. But,
She was just a good person.
Exactly. You know, she thought about it. She's like, nah, can't do that. Which is fair. Not mad at it. But like James couldn't get Jade. He probably could have had Tori, but even then, I don't think he could have had Tori. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Take away James's fame, and like you think he's pulling Tori?
Nah,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think he is.
He could have pulled like
I think,
Carly. I think he's in an episode of iCarly as a different character.
I think so. Yeah.
And I think he falls down the elevator, like, gets severely injured.
Definitely could, yeah.
But like Carly was into him.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the same character, but it's the same actor.
Yeah, it makes sense. Drake could have got Tori.
Oh, dude,
for sure.
Drake could have pulled anyone in that show.
I believe it.
Actually,
he probably could have got Jade. I could see him getting Jade.
I was gonna say, you think he could have got Jade?
I think he could.
I think could have too. Drake was not in it to like date though.
Yeah, yeah. He
like,
was into like just he wanted to get his numbers up. That's all it was. It was a numbers game for him, bro. He was like, I'm getting all the chicks,
and then I'm moving on, bro.
Moving on. Like he had a different chick every episode.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So like, I see why people would say Drake. I get why you would say Drake. But I'm going with Beck because like if Beck wanted to be numbers, he could.
But one of my cousins, I was asking him about this. He pointed out to me in an episode, Drake is like, all right, like there's two chicks, and he's like, all right, let's flip a coin, I think, right?
Yeah, I think
and
so,
then he's like, it's your lucky day.
Yeah.
He goes up to her and he like hits her with a punchline or a pickup line. I mean, not a punchline, a joke.
Yeah.
He like hits her with a punchline. No,
I'm a comedian now.
Hits her with a pickup line, and she's like, you're the fifth boy to tell me that today. And he's like, oh, and I don't remember exactly what the conversation is, but she's like, it's going a lot better for you.
Yeah, he's like, how am I doing compared to the other guys? Yeah, something like that. So yeah, no, Drake definitely has Riz. Game. Whatever you want to call it. He definitely has that. But I don't think... But even Drake struggled with certain chicks though, right? Because he couldn't get certain chicks. Very specific. I think Beck...
So like that, wasn't it like a comic book? No, he got with that chick.
I think it was the...
video store or something.
No, he got with her.
He got with her,
yeah.
but then they broke up and he was sad about that one. I don't remember exactly what happened though.
And well, the one where he was trying to date the smart chick, but he wasn't smart enough, and then like, trying to teach him how to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Beck had that problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, he never had to become a different person to get a chick. Like, I think he's that dude, bro.
He's suave, bro.
Like butter. That dude's butter, bro.
I mean, I think the argument for Beck is more than valid. Oh, yeah. Like, I could see it being like, yeah. But I have to stick with my guns and say Drake just because bro had Riz.
No, I get you. That's fair. Like, I'm not mad at it. If you said James, I'd be upset. But
remember that one episode where like that guy's throwing his Sweet 16 birthday party on MTV or something? And then Drake makes out with his girlfriend.
Yeah, he's definitely stolen like 4 dudes. Yeah, for sure. Nah, Drake's that dude.
That was a great episode.
Yeah. Well, Drake also is in a band.
True.
Right. He can sing.
But he's not like they're not famous.
He's not famous. He's like a local.
It's
band.
more like this dude's talent. Like it's kind of like Beck.
Yeah.
Where it's like not on a huge grand level. Facts. It's kind of just like, yo, he's a stud because he can play the guitar and sing. And
yeah.
Same thing with Beck. Like he can
go somewhere with it, but he's not there. Yeah, I get you.
Whereas James,
he's already big.
He's like One Direction. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like Harry Styles. Like
you can't get mad.
Harry Styles without the fame would still get bitches. Sorry,
but would he get as much? I feel like Harry Styles. I think Harry Styles can only get certain women too.
You think so?
You know what I'm saying he's no like like Will Smith, peak Will Smith could get kind of anyone. Harry Styles not doing that. You know what I'm saying? He's getting like a certain type of woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like if it was a comparison between those, like that's how I feel about James and like Beck and Drake. Like they can get anyone. James is not getting.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, what if we flipped it and did like the girls on these shows?
Okay.
I don't know how that would work.
So who are the girls on the shows? Like Big Time Rush had.
I don't even know. I liked Big Time Rush, but honestly, I don't know why I don't remember it that well.
I remember.
Like I definitely remember like Drake and Josh and Victoria's way better than.
I remember the songs of Big Time Rush more than like the show, for sure.
But let's say like Carly.
Okay, so
Carly, Tori.
I
don't even know who else. Zoe from Zoe 101. You know what? No,
that's not gonna work out.
I tried to see if you could like flip it and see,
yeah.
but like it doesn't really. I guess it doesn't really work.
we would
Because
have-
Carly she dated a lot of guys.
yeah,
Tori didn't really. Who did Tori date?
I think she dated like one dude.
Because I can't even think of her dating anyone.
I think she dated one guy for like a month tops. She had crushes on guys, but never like went anywhere.
Who'd she date? You know who would have been a great couple? Her and Andre, even though they were friends. They were great
They
friends.
would have been great.
But they would have been a great couple.
Their chemistry was fantastic.
Yeah.
And they were both goofy. Andre's hilarious. She liked the jokes.
Dude, Andre, he had it, bro.
Let's add Andre to this. Let's add Andre. Forget James. Andre, Beck, and Drake. What's happening with that?
I mean, I don't know. Andre, I loved Andre.
Oh yeah,
Great. He was arguably like my favorite character.
oh, he is my favorite character for sure.
Because he was a
He
great
cracked me up. He
character.
cracked me up.
Talented. Again, like same thing with Beck, but like
I don't think
not the
Andre
same thing with Beck, but like he could write songs,
Yeah.
you know.
could sing.
He was funny, bro.
Oh yeah, hilarious. I don't think he could get any girl though.
No.
I feel
No.
Yeah, I don't think he's on. I don't
He's
think
not Beck level. No,
yeah,
no.
he's not Beck or Drake level. I think he'll still be at the bottom of those two. I think he can get a decent amount, no problem. I don't think he'll struggle, but I don't think he had like.
He didn't have the Beck aura like you were
Yeah,
saying.
that aura, bro. It's up there, bro. It's definitely up there.
But like I was saying, Carly dated a lot of guys in the show.
Yeah,
Not like a crazy amount, but like I remember she dated that Beanie Babies guy.
yeah,
She was with Freddie for a while.
yeah,
She was liked the guy who plays James.
yeah.
She liked that character.
She even dated some dude that she went to school, but he ended up leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she had a fair amount of guys she like was into.
But like no, Tori wasn't like that.
Nah, she was pretty chill. Honestly, she just wanted to sing, bro. She just wanted to go to school and just.
She was like genuinely that character was a good person. I know people hate on Victoria Justice out of the like rest of the cast. They kind of hate on her, but like her character was, you know, genuinely a good person.
I had no problem with her character.
No, I love that show.
Her sister was annoying.
Yo,
Like, crazy annoying, bro. But like her, like personally, like it was good.
yeah.
Like, you know, Victoria Justice and then the actor that plays her sister, like they're like great friends.
Really?
Like, they still hang out and stuff. Like, it's pretty cool. But
What about Kat? Her and Robbie almost dated.
honestly,
Did they date?
I think
No, I think that it was like
they
really
tried
close.
to. I think they tried to or something, and it just didn't work out or something like that. I forgot. But Kat, I feel like she can get anyone.
Just off looks.
Yeah, she was pretty.
And she could sing.
yeah, and she
But
wasn't
she
like-
was
and she wasn't,
weird.
like,
She was out there, bro.
She was definitely random. For sure. She was definitely random. Yeah.
Like almost like bipolar. Especially in like the pilot episode, like the first episode.
Yeah.
She's depicted as being very bipolar. Remember, she's like when her and Tori first talk in the hallway and she's like, "Oh, I loved your performance," or something. She's like, "Oh, thanks. I like your hair." Something about her hair, and she like freaks out and gets all mad. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, and she like starts like holding it. Yeah. Yeah, but she was still.
So she
fine.
comes down after that episode, but
Yeah.
still, she was pretty out there.
Yeah, you know how, like pilot episodes try to like make it distinguished, and then later on they kind of just flow into their characters. Yeah, nah. Okay, how about this? Joey from Friends.
Okay.
Right. Great. Riz.
He had Riz,
Right.
bro.
So let's add Joey from Friends into that
Instead of James.
instead of James. Yeah.
So this is kind of hard because he's an adult.
That's fair. Yeah, he's not. They're not teenagers.
I would say Joey because Joey.
Joey's that dude, bro. Joey's that dude, bro. How you doing? Hey.
One time he just looked at a bra and it popped up. And then Monica's like, one time he just looked at my bra.
Yeah, nah. Joey's not fair. That's.
We could do adult characters if you want from
Okay,
shows.
yeah, let's do it.
Joey.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who else. Try to think of like adult shows, I guess, sitcoms.
Ooh, dude, man from Full House, Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse, yeah.
Jesse had
kinda,
that.
They kind of had the same.
Jesse's kind of like Beck.
Yeah,
Like
He's an
his
adult.
aura,
He's
like
an adult Beck, bro.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Like just mad good looking.
Facts, bro.
You know.
Okay, so yeah, so you got Joey, Jesse. Give me one more.
Who else, bro? Try to think of like just sitcoms, I guess. I was gonna say something from The Office. I would say Jim, but Jim not really.
Nah,
Jim could have though.
Nah.
He dated. Who did it? He asked that one chick with who's selling the bags. Remember?
Yeah.
He easily got that. He had like.
Yeah, he had game. He had game.
He had game, bro.
He definitely had game. He's very likable.
He dated what's her name from the other branch,
Karen. Yeah.
Karen, and then he got Pam, and he was risen up Pam for years.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
she was engaged, and she was like.
If it wasn't for Roy in the first place, Jim would have had Pam day 2. day two for sure. But I don't want to put Jim into it because Jim is a very specific type. You know what I'm saying? Like he has game, but it's not like he's pulling every woman every day. You know, like
Yeah, he's not on like Joey level.
yeah. Like
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like Jim has underestimated game.
Yeah.
Just because he loved Pam and like that's all he wanted to do.
Yeah, that's fair. If he applied himself to like go get someone else, I think he could. Because how many times did he actually fail getting a girl?
Never.
He never did.
I mean, yeah, no, never.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. But you also gotta like his look though. You know what I'm saying? Like not every girl likes the Jim look. I feel like a lot of girls like the Joey look because Joey can dress. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes the Jesse look. You know, like they look good, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm jealous. You know?
Okay. Let's see. Who else then? Different show.
How
many women did Michael Scott date, bro?
Dude, Michael has underestimated game, bro. He had Jan. He had Pam's mom, which is crazy. He had the concierge chick in Canada.
He had a bunch of women.
He had
bro.
like at least 6-7 women.
He had
the show.
Holly.
He had
There's a bunch.
the manager from I don't know, not Chili's, but
Yeah, the one who was like
bar.
married.
Yeah, the one that was married. Yeah, had her. Yeah, no, he's gone through some women, man, and he's weird. So like, I don't know how he's doing it. You know, like how is he doing it? Yeah, he got like underrated like Riz.
Stanley apparently had it with the women, bro.
Stanley is just a dog. Stanley was a dog, man. Stanley was a dog. Prime Creed was a different animal.
You think?
Yeah, you remember he said he's like in the 70s. You know,
He was having orgies and stuff.
yeah, he was having orgies and crazy, bro. He's like sometimes some dudes slip in it. Like, he was a different animal, bro. He was going through everything, which makes sense in the 70s.
Yeah. Even Dwight, bro.
Let's go back to teenagers real quick. Kelso.
Oh, okay.
Kelso
instead of James.
Kelso from that 70s show.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think that would even it out a bit because Kelso could just get anybody.
Kelso had it, bro.
Oh yeah, and like he knew it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm good looking. You know, like so yeah. So what do you think of that?
Kelso's so funny, bro.
Oh, yeah, it cracks me up. He's so dumb, bro.
Okay, you throw Kelso in the mix, bro. I don't know, bro. That throws a wrench in things for sure. Kelso had it like that.
Honestly, I think Kelso might be above Drake, man.
You think?
I think so.
You still going with Beck though?
That I'm going. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I think I might go with Beck because his again aura was crazy, but Kelso was running.
I mean, how many chicks did Kelso like cheat on Jackie with? It was supposedly like a lot.
Yeah, like 12. And then when they weren't together, he was still going through women. Like I think.
And then he would get like a lot of older.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he had
Lori.
He had Lori. He had a couple moms. Yeah, no, he's
dude. Hyde though. Hyde had some Riz, bro.
See, but Hyde
had like this mysterious like.
Hyde is what? No, see, Hyde is what he. No, sorry, I had that backwards. Beck is what Hyde would have been if he was cooler. Right?
If he was a stoner.
If he was cooler. Not cooler, just cooler. Like Hyde was cool, but he wasn't cool.
Oh, you're saying Beck is what Hyde would have been if Hyde was cooler.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because like Beck was just cool in every sense of the word. Hyde was cool because, you know, he was against the man. You know, he's like one of those, like, but
had
not
the
everyone.
Shades
yeah, like but he was trying to be cool. Like I'm saying, like that was a persona he was. Beck was just naturally cool. what I'm saying? Because even Hyde fumbled some chicks. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with Beck.
Did.
I'm gonna go with Beck over Hyde for sure. But Kelso, man, I don't know. Kelso might.
Dude, that's too tough. Those three. I don't know who would.
It's a tough one.
Let's say like start, bench, cut.
Okay, start, bench, cut.
So you're starting Beck.
I'm starting Beck for sure. Dang, I don't want to cut Drake, but I'm gonna have to cut Drake.
I don't think you can cut Drake.
I don't know. Kelso was
His lack of like not caring about girls, even though it's messed up, was like he was just going through them, bro.
Kelso too.
Facts.
Yeah, Kelso cared even less. Like Kelso was like really.
I don't think Kelso cared less because he did care about Jackie.
Just Jackie though. I'm talking about all the
Even
other
when he was like cheating on her, he was like,
he felt bad.
Yeah. Drake did not give an F at any point, except for that one chick we were talking about from like the video store or something. He really liked her.
Yeah. I don't know, man, because Kelso.
You think Drake could have got Mindy if he was interested?
From Drake and Josh?
Nah, she hated him too much.
She hated him too much.
She had a specific type.
He wasn't smart enough. Like she liked Josh because Josh was smart and he was sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake's not a sweet.
Josh matched her intelligence.
Exactly. But like, I think Kelso could have got Mindy.
Kelso.
I think Kelso could have got Mindy because it wouldn't have been. It would have been like a fling for her. It would have been like a let me just
Minati.
Yeah, like let me indulge in this real quick kind of thing. I think Kelso could have got Mindy. I think so. I know for sure Beck could have.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Dude, actually, you're
like, I'm pretty sure Beck. Yeah, Beck's that dude, bro.
Actually, Beck might have the edge because he's not as dumb as Drake.
Exactly. Like
he's a little bit smarter than him.
And he's not dumb. He's well rounded. Like he's a genuine guy, so he's not like a dick, but he's not mean. You know what I'm saying? Like Kelso is a dick, but so is Drake sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like they're both selfish in a lot of ways. Like I'm going back.
Honestly, I think I might cut Kelso.
Dang. Okay, that's fair.
I think.
I don't know, man. He was pulling cops. You know, Kelso that dude too, man.
I don't know, man.
But I mean, you guys get some good points though. But you know, Bex is for sure my guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Drake just because, like fair. I said.
Well, I'm not even mad at it, bro. Because Drake is that dude too.
Like, Kelso too, bro.
If they made a band, bro.
I mean, Eric pulled Donna.
Yeah, but not everyone likes Eric.
No, Eric. I'm not saying Eric
okay.
is on that tier even close.
Yeah, not even close. Yeah,
but I'm saying he did pull Donna.
True.
Like there's jokes about they make to him like, "Yo, you got one of the hottest girls in Point Place."
Facts. Yeah,
and you lost that.
Well, yeah, because Eric's a dummy. Man. Eric's so dumb.
I think Eric might be. Dude, hard to pick a favorite character in that show. Eric is funny though.
He cracks me up.
His sarcasm,
yeah,
it's like unmatched, bro.
Yeah. Like he knows he's funny, so he like indulges in his funniness. Yeah, Eric's dope. I think one of my favorite characters might be between Kitty.
Red is funny, bro.
Red is
like, savage.
He's like old school funny. You know? Actually, like what's the neighbor's name?
Bob.
He cracks me up.
Hey there, who there?
Yeah, man.
Red cracks me up, bro. Red is so funny.
Yeah.
She calls Eric dumbass all the time, bro.
That's like his catchphrase, bro. That and the foot in the butt too. You know? All right, now we're gonna get into our hot take. Take it away, Thomas. Man.
Okay, this is our last hot take for the show. Before we wrap it up, this has to kind of has to do with. I mean, it's really similar to stuff we're just talking about. This hot take is Friends, and actually this pisses me off, but Friends is not a good show.
Dang, what? Mm-hmm. Who said that nonsense?
I've seen people say that. I know someone who says that, and I'm like,
they're haters, bro.
That's actually kind of like it's more of a, I don't want to say a trend because that's not the right word. It's more of like a
following kind of thing.
Yeah, where it's kind of like I'm different. I think that's more so what it is.
They're contrarians. That's what that is.
Because there's a group of people that are like Friends isn't funny, and I'm like, okay, one, you just probably haven't given it a chance.
I agree.
And 2, I think you're going in with the mindset of it's not funny. So no matter what the jokes are, like how funny it is, you're gonna be like that. Like you're trying your hardest to be like it's not funny.
Yeah, you're gonna pick it out for it not being
preconceived notion of being like it's not funny.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna, you know.
Yeah, people that think that's not funny, they're just haters, bro. That's what that is. Because there's no way you don't think it's not funny at all. Like
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Fine, some jokes might not be funny, cool, but at all. Even in the first episode, there's like classic funny jokes that like everyone should laugh at.
Yeah.
You know? Nah, Friends is hilarious.
It's kind of like that thing before I watched The Office, because I was super late to like the party when it came to The Office.
Yeah, so was I.
But like it was so loved by everyone. I was like,
something has to be good.
Like I know that, yeah, it's good. Like it has to be funny. Mm-hmm. It has to be good, at least in some areas. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it wouldn't be so loved. Same thing with Friends.
Yeah.
You can't say that it's not funny. Why is it so loved then?
Exactly. It's literally one of the top sitcoms ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Ever.
Maybe it's not your style. I just think honestly, I think people say that just to be like, I'm different.
Yeah, but even Friends itself, the style of Friends is very normal because it's supposed to be a common ground for everybody because everyone has friends. Like it's not like it's weird jokes randomly about like white folks or something like that. It's literally common jokes that you can make about your friends.
Yeah.
Like they roast each other sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like
all the time, bro.
Like these are common things that happen in friendships. It's relatable. So like if the fact that you don't think Friends is funny is because either you have no friends,
can't relate,
or like you're just purposely, like you said, they're just purposely.
I think that's what it is for the most part. Is people being like, I'm different.
I know there's a group of people that talk about like how Friends is a ripoff of a black sitcom. I think it's called Real World.
I've actually never heard that. It's
a good one. Pretty much the same concept. 6 black people living across the hall from each other. They go through like regular life basically, and you know they roast each other and they do goofy stuff like Friends. Great show. You can't say that show's not funny because it's a great show. So yeah, people that say Friends isn't funny, they're just hating.
But I mean, there's the same group of people that say that about The Office. I don't think The Office is funny. I don't get that humor. I don't.
Yeah, see, The Office is.
It's different. Like the deadpan humor.
Yeah, The Office is different. Not everyone's gonna get The Office because The Office is very dry humor, but it's also situational, intense humor. Like it's awkward humor.
But it's hilarious.
Humor.
It's hilarious.
It is.
And I think people that I'm sticking to the thing where I think people just like being like, I'm different. Everyone loves The Office. I don't think it's funny. It's like, okay, you're different, cool.
For The Office, I get why some people won't get it. I do. Because it's a next level humor. And I honestly think only smart people get The Office.
Oh, dang. So anyone who don't like The Office.
Yeah, like if y'all don't, like, I don't want to say like y'all dumb, but like it's next level humor, right? Because even the things they say, like how Michael's like butchers sentences, most people are like, oh, he just said that wrong. But like they're not seeing that
it's intentional.
It's intentionally funny that way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's next level. Friends is universal comedy, which is why like if you say the Friends is not funny, that makes no sense to me. If you say The Office isn't funny, then I can get that. I'm like, it's not for you.
There's actually a group like of people, and they're like kind of the same people as the group that say Friends isn't funny, that like just in general don't like shows with laugh tracks.
Yeah.
Or like a live audience, I guess.
Yeah. They want the laughter to come from like themselves.
So those people actually specifically like love The Office.
Yeah.
And they're like, The Office is the greatest thing ever.
Because now they can find the humor themselves rather than feeling forced to laugh.
But that's just stupid to not like laugh tracks, in my opinion. Oh, they're telling you when to laugh. It's like, it's funny. You were going to laugh anyway.
Yeah.
It's just that's just sitcom. That's like how TV shows were. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's stupid to not like a show for the reason of a laugh track.
Yeah. Because like there was one post that said if you take out all the laugh tracks in like shows, there's a lot of awkward silences.
But
they make a joke.
Well, that's because in real time they're waiting for the laughing to end.
Exactly.
If there was no audience, then
there'd be no point for them to do that.
They wouldn't be doing that.
Exactly. So like that's like the people point that out and like, oh, I hate that, but it's a show.
It's the people that don't like laugh tracks. They like try to break it down to like they're telling you when to laugh. Like they think they're like comedy
masters,
philosopher. You know what I mean? Like a comedy. I don't know. Like they're like higher above. I'm like, yo, comedy is first of all subjective.
Yeah.
Second of all, you shouldn't think of comedy in the way of being like, well, this is funny for points A, B, C. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's funny because it's funny.
Yeah. If it makes you laugh, just make you laugh. Just
like,
don't break it down.
Yeah.
Like,
so anyway, I highly disagree with that.
I'm with you on that, bro.
Friends is literally one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah.
I was telling you just this the other day. I think it's my number one comfort show.
Yeah.
Not saying that it's my favorite show, even though it's top 3 probably. But as far as comfort shows go, gotta be Friends.
Yeah.
Because it never gets old. I can watch any episode and be like laughing, still laughing.
Still laugh. Because even like the serious sad ones or whatnot, there's still comedy in it. Like all the breakups, like there's still great comedic like timing in those things.
You know, Michael, my brother, pointed out to me the other day, and this is I think it's true. He made a good point. He said Friends is the only show that didn't have like a drop off in the last season or the finale.
That's facts.
Because think about
it stayed steady the whole time, and then like the last episode could have been better, in my opinion. The last episode,
but still, like
but the whole season,
it wasn't hated.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, it was so good.
Because like people love Seinfeld. That is what most people consider the greatest sitcom of all time. People hate the finale of Seinfeld. They hate it to this day.
Yeah.
But people don't say that about Friends.
That's facts.
Or think about, and then like different shows like That 70s Show after Eric left. Like that last season, That 70s Show is so, I don't like that season at all.
Even like,
but they had a good finale.
Yeah,
That 70s Show.
But like that last season sucked. But even after Eric goes, after they don't go to college, after Eric doesn't go to college, and like he's working and whatnot.
It's kind of like when Donna goes blonde. It's kind of like
it kind of goes down from there for me. Yeah, it's not the greatest episodes or seasons. So I agree with you that Friends is consistent.
But then even The Office, like I don't really like the last season of The Office that much
because Michael left. Once
and
Michael
then
left,
like Andy's like an asshole in that season. You know what I mean?
Like literally, Dwight carried that episode.
Yeah, crazy. And then you had the whole thing with like that Boom guy, which I've seen people hate that storyline.
It wasn't even much of a storyline, but and like Jim's gone like most of the episodes because he's doing other stuff. Like that, they were just trying to wrap it up, basically.
Yeah, it was like kind of the last season isn't.
From what I know is that they were supposed to have like 2 or 3 more seasons, and then once Michael's like, no, like Steve Carell's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. He wants to leave. They're like, okay, now we gotta start wrap it up.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of what happened. But like, Friends.
So I think Friends, they were consistent through their whole run, bro.
Man.
And they capped it off really good.
Their chemistry was like golden. It's very hard to find a team that has that kind of chemistry. Like a lot of the stuff was like off the fly.
Yeah, like Matthew Perry.
Even like how, like the scene where he says, "I want my blue blazer black." yeah. He's like, "Why you want it black?" Like that whole them roasting like you're stupid and all that. That was all them just being goofy. Like that wasn't scripted.
Well,
great chemistry.
I don't know if you've heard this, but I'm pretty sure Rachel and Ross, David Schwimmer, and Jennifer Aniston were supposed to, like, after the second season or something, they were going to get bumps in their pay, but just them. Like, they were going to be getting paid more than the rest of the cast. But they got the whole cast together, like, let's go to this meeting together and negotiate. And they made it so they get paid evenly through the duration of the show. That alone says enough about why their chemistry was so great. You know what I mean? Like they actually cared about each other and were probably friends.
Friends. So that anyone that says Friends is a terrible show, they're saying nonsense, bro.
Yeah,
nonsense.
I agree. But anyway, let's go wrap it up for this video. Episode.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys listening. If you're new, welcome. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys are returning, thank you for sticking with us.
Yes, sir.
And we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Peace.
Later.
Find me in the desert, temper chillin' in Maduda. Ain't no track, my next move, respond with peace, I palm me Buddha. Yeah, I be on my 50 shit, and other days I'm mobbing through the. Every time I take a step, my value.